So what does Samadhi feel like? When you begin your journey as a human being in this life or in this story, you eventually have to do something to see that you're not actually a human being. In other words, perform some type of practice that begins to kill the conditioning that you are an individual being. And when you start doing some type of practice to take your attention away from this false sense of you being a human being, you start to see that the human being was actually something that was much more subtle, much more formless. So to go into samadhi is to feel or experience the dissolution of the human being. And what I mean by that is you start to take your attention away from what enabled you to experience physicality and bring it in an area or in a dimension that allows you to see or perceive reality as something much more subtle and not physical. And when this happens, this journey of you doing that, you see that things begin to dissolve. It's not like they begin to dissolve as in they melt away into this liquid or something like that. It just means it dissolves as a perception of something different. In other words, your perception is just being corrected. And because it's being corrected, you start to experience the the essence of what that journey is like when you start to reveal the truth of reality.